Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing alright. If you're not, hopefully we can turn that mood around. Anyways, let's just get right into it. Picture this. The year is 2002. It's Christmas Day and you stumble your fat little 3-year-old butt down the stairs and see the sick yellow monorail toy that you would cherish forever underneath the Christmas tree. Among those gifts under the tree is a little game called Walt Disney World Quest Magical Racing Tour for the original PlayStation. But I broke that one when I was like 2 by putting a bunch of pennies in the disc tray, so I only got to play it on my PS2, but I mean, that's what all the cool kids did, right? So like, it's fine, obviously. I mean, come on. Except for when you were playing original PlayStation games on the PS2, you never actually got to save unless you had a memory card for the original PlayStation, which I never did. So I would leave this game on for days at a time, just hoping that my mom wouldn't turn it off until one day, like a couple days later, I'd come down the stairs and see the PlayStation off and I'd be like, "Mom, what the heck? You knew I was playing the game and I can't save. Now all my progress is lost. Oh my god, Mom!" Now growing up, I wasn't nearly as much of the Nintendo guy as I am now, though I was just as much of the Disney guy. I mean, look at me. But the point is, I never had a GameCube. I had no idea what the fucking N64 was until like middle school. So as a result, my obsession with Mario Kart didn't really begin until about 2007 when I got Mario Kart for the DS. But my affinity for kart racers began when I was just a wee little Joshykins in my playroom after kindergarten playing what was probably my favorite game of all time when I was growing up. Well, besides Kingdom Hearts. And when I decided to make this video, I really thought it would just be a fun nostalgia trip looking back at one of my favorite games growing up that just never had the lasting appeal of some of my other favorites like Battle for Bikini Bottom or Bob the Builder, Can We Fix It? But when I went to revisit the game for this video, I kinda realized why. You see, in concept, Walt Disney World Quest Magical Racing Tour is honestly one of the coolest games of all time. It's a kart racer where every single track is based on a ride from Walt Disney World, and every single kart is based on the ride vehicle from those attractions. The problem is that in execution, it just misses the mark. But not by a little bit, by like a lot of it. And here's why. The first major problem is one that's always struck me as odd, like even back when I was just a dumb little kid playing the game. Like, you see this kart racer made by Disney where you race around various attractions in Walt Disney World? Yeah, you can't play as Mickey Mouse. In fact, you can't race as any real Disney characters besides Chip and Dale in the Rescue Rangers outfits and Jiminy Cricket. Now, with that said, allow me to introduce you to the rest of the characters. Dale, Tiara DeMage, Amanda Sparkle, Chip, Baron Carlot, Polly Roger, Oliver Chickley III, Otto Plugnut, Question Mark, Mo Whiplash, and finally, Bruno Biggs. How can you have a Disney racing game without actual Disney characters? Like, that feels like step 1 and you already dropped the ball. Like, come on, at least let me play as Donald Duck. Wanna know who I'd always play as when I was a kid? Chip. Because he was one of the only characters I actually recognized. I mean, come on, why wouldn't you put Mickey Mouse in here? That'd be like making Mario Kart, but having the entire roster just be Blue Toad and Piranha Plant. I mean, at least one of them got in Smash, though. The thing is, at the end of the day, the characters don't matter as long as the tracks are cool and the game is fun. So I guess we should talk about the tracks. The tracks are honestly really sick. They're super detailed and it's so much fun to go through and explore all the different shortcuts and routes you can take. However, the laps are all like 2 minutes long, so if you do the math out, that's like a 6-minute race on average, which is a lot, but it can be manageable. But the thing is, this leads to 2 major problems with the game, and the first and arguably more important one in my opinion is that in order to progress through the game and unlock more tracks, you have to finish first in every single race. And that wouldn't be a huge deal if they were just 3-minute races like Mario Kart, but every single race in this game feels like a marathon. And that wouldn't be a huge deal if you weren't almost guaranteed to turn into a frog at the very end of the race half the time. Like, I promise that's gonna happen and it's gonna be super annoying and you're gonna come in second and you're gonna have to play dinosaur again for like the 5th time and it's just really annoying and I'm sorry, I'm really heated about this. The other major problem is that tracks are only unlocked like 1 to 2 at a time and you only start out with 1. Mario Kart's kind of perfected the whole kart racing formula, so that's just going to be the basis for a majority of my comparison here. Like, even though you need to win a whole Grand Prix in Mario Kart before you can move on to the next one, it doesn't feel nearly as bad when you lose, because even though if you do the math out, it's about 12 minutes lost compared to the 6 in Magical Racing Tour, it doesn't feel nearly as bad because at the end of the day, that's 4 tracks you get to race on rather than just the one. I mean, that doesn't mean the game's not fun. After you beat the game, it's a blast getting to race on all these different courses. But it's getting there that's the problem. And honestly, I don't have any gripes with the controls either. I mean, 20 years later and the controls still feel fantastic, even if the CPUs are a little too good at the game. Like, there's no levels in difficulty either. It's all just one base difficulty, and it's honestly pretty tough. And it really doesn't help that the item balance is absolute shit. And that wouldn't be a bad thing if you didn't have to come in first place for every single race in order to move through the game. Honestly, I really like the difficulty. Sure, it can get annoying, but it's honestly so much fun, and it turns the games into an absolute madhouse with the insane item balancing that basically allows you to get any item in any place you're in. The thing is, even with all these problems, I still really love the game, and I really want Disney to remake it because, well, your boy misses Disney World, and I friggin' love kart racers, so this is just like a match made in heaven. But Disney, if you're watching this, let me just run through a list of some changes you should make before you decide to give the old Walt Disney World Quest Magical Racing Tour the reboot, alright? Let's get started. Number 1. Have some real characters, please. Like, I appreciate what you were trying to do with your Sonic OCs, but like, I just want to play as Donald Duck. Number 2, separate the tracks into cups like Mario Kart. I mean, like, you can even go above and beyond and have like the Magic Kingdom Cup and the Epcot Cup and have them all separated by park. I think that would be honestly really sick. Number 3, just make the tracks shorter. I get what you were trying to do the first time around, but trust me, the tracks really don't need to be as long as they are. I mean, just look at Mario Kart. They're able to have these super awesome and incredibly detailed tracks, and the laps are only like a minute long. Just do better. And finally, number 4. Don't have any of those bullshit coin collecting levels. It's a waste of test track and you know it. But honestly, props to you for managing to turn the Hollywood Studios parking lot into a level. Also, this isn't a super important point, but like, maybe let us pick the ride vehicles instead of having them tied to each track. Like, I get what you were trying to go for, but like, also fuck you, I want to ride a train in Space Mountain. And yeah, some of the levels had boats, but just like slap some wheels on there and then you're good to go. Or just like take the wheels off them and then they're good for water levels. Anyways, thanks for watching me rant for a little bit. I hope you enjoyed today's video and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm trying to be a little more consistent with my uploads. You know, I'm trying to do the whole weekly thing. We'll see how that works out. But, you know, once again, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked today's video, maybe leave a like. That really helps me out a lot. And I mean, hey, comment down below if you want to see a remake of Walt Disney World Quest Magical Racing Tour for the PlayStation 5. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.